Hey everyone, my name is Melanie Allen, Emerald Ambassador. I am super honored to be able to introduce Big Al Schreiter. And I had a couple things that I wanted to read off about him because he is such an amazing man and has accomplished so much in network marketing. So I wanted to share a couple facts about you, Big Al, to share with them because you are amazing. So one of the most successful people in the history of network marketing. He has over 20 million books in print and has presented it to audiences in over 60 countries, you guys. In fact, several million distributors have seen him present live on stage. He's a living legend in the business, having built one of the largest, most active databases in network marketing history, in addition to assembling a 100,000 plus distributor organization that has done over $1 billion in sales. So without further ado, I'm super honored and excited to share with you the training tonight from Big Al Schreiter, and he's going to emphasize talking about one of his books, talking about the 4 color personalities and MLM. So without further ado, Big Al, I'm going to pass it over to you. We are so excited to have you on tonight.
Okay, hear me okay now?
Yeah, we hear you fine. Good to see you.
So if everybody has a pencil and paper, we'll cover a little bit about these personalities. And I did not invent these personalities. They were always around. I just explained them for network marketing slightly. So there's only 4 ways that people look at things. That might be an oversimplification, but what we need to know is how to talk to them. And we are one of those 4 ways. Now, it doesn't matter which way we look at things. All what really matters is when we talk to somebody, how do they look at it? So what we want to do is talk to them in their viewpoint of the world. So very quickly, let's cover these 4 ways of looking at it, and then we'll apply it to our business. So here's the first way. If you took a piece of paper and just put a line up and down, top to bottom, and one from left to right, you'd have 4 little boxes. In the top left-hand box, just write the color yellow. And I'll explain the yellow personality. These are people that love helping other people. So if you just put in that box the big word help, H-E-L-P, you'll know all you need to know about the yellow personalities. And when you talk to the yellow personalities, you'll talk differently to them as to somebody else. So I want you to imagine a yellow personality as somebody like Cinderella. That's pretty easy. Very kind and wants to help other people. And I bet everyone here knows a network marketing leader that's in full service mode. If somebody dies next door, they bring marshmallow, jello, and cookies. And at the meetings, they take care of registration, gives everybody a back rub. These people are professional huggers. You meet them, they hug you like they've known you all through your life. They're just nice people. And they think more about other people than they think about themselves. So if you were to talk to these people about money, that wouldn't be a high priority for them. Now, if you talk to them about recognition, you could be number 1 and make all your neighbors jealous. They wouldn't go for that either. Travel, well, I don't know. I could win a trip, but who would stay home and talk to my plants? What would they say? Or who would pet Fluffy? Nobody pets Fluffy the way I do now. Obviously, this is gross exaggeration, just so it's easy for us to remember. But we all know somebody that's a yellow personality. Mr. Rogers, for example, is the yellow personality. So if you talk to these people, how would they see the world? They might say, you know what, my job doesn't have very much fulfillment. I move paper from this side of the desk over to the other side of the desk. That's no fun. I'd like a job where I could actually help people, where I have maybe a mission or a calling in life. And that would be what would get them to come to look at our business. It's not the money for them. It's not having the big car. It may be the chance to stay home with their children, or to maybe have a career they always wanted, or maybe to learn to play the piano. When we talk to these people, our invitation will sound way different than maybe we would like the invitation for us to sound. Now, when I started in network marketing, I did not know this. This is probably one of the biggest crippling things, because I looked at the world quite differently. I looked at facts, figures, spreadsheets, and boy, did I turn people off. So once you learn the colors, it's amazing. It's probably the primary skill that every new distributor should learn first. The reason I say that is I missed it for so many years and really suffered from it. So here's our invitation to that yellow personality. Are you ready? We have a meeting tomorrow night. Would you please come? We have some products that make the deaf see and the blind hear, and we have some products that help people have better health, and so those evil pharmaceutical companies won't be killing our grandparents so quickly. And we just need more people to share the word. And would you please come tomorrow night and be my guest, and could you bring some refreshments? And I just need one more person to win the Secret Ribbon of Happiness Award. Would you please come? Every yellow personality will be there, front row. But if you're listening to that invitation and you're thinking, oh, just throw up, that means you're not a yellow personality. You just don't see the world that way. That's all. So we have the yellow personality. Let's do the other three really quick. Over on the top right-hand corner, let's put the color blue. Blue personalities, oh my. Just put one word up there, party, P-A-R-T-Y. Blue personalities like to have fun. They like adventure. They like trying new things. These are instant action people. These are the people that you sign up and they're out there talking to people before they even know the name of the company. They just love to go out and be in action. These people are made for network marketing. Here's why. They're made for network marketing because their number one priority is to go out and meet new people. These are the people you send out to the store for milk. They come back like a day and a half later and talk to half the neighborhood, and they just love to talk. And they're the easiest people to recognize because they're always talking. How many people here on this call know somebody who talks a lot? They're probably a blue personality. And blue personalities, it's like their minds are on overdrive, super caffeinated. They think about SpongeBob, 30 seconds of fun, presto, his thoughts are elsewhere. So blue personalities have thoughts going in 100 different directions, 100 miles an hour. They're great people for network marketing because they're just made for it. I'm in London some years ago, and I'm walking down the street with a new distributor, and he has a guest with him. We're going to a meeting. And I nudged him, and I says, watch this. I went to talk to his friend just as we're walking. And you got to think how fast these blue personalities think. They're not worried about the money. They're not worried about the product. What they're worried about is meeting new people, having fun, new experiences. They're the people that come to your city and say, oh, wow, what can we see today? Oh, we're going to have parties all night. They're just action people. So I turned to the friend and his friend and said, hey, we got this great business. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to have a chance to travel. You need to be, Joyce will be a roommate. And he says, yeah, I want to join. And the distributor next to me goes like, what? How is this possible? What? He doesn't want to know any facts at all. He just wants to have fun, excited, ready to move forward. And that's the blue personality. So when you talk to these people and you were to show them the compensation plan, their eyes roll in the back of their head. And you say, well, let me give you the background of the company. They can finish a 6-pack of beer before you finish the background of the company. They don't want to see the slides. They don't want to see the video. They just want to have action. Now, if you have blue people at your meeting, halfway through the meeting, they jump up and out in the hallway. They just got to talk. And they meet somebody in the hallway because everybody's their friend. These are the people that never will come to you and say, I don't have anybody to talk to, because they talk to everybody. They meet their friend and their brand new friend in the hallway and say, oh man, I just joined this business. It's going to be great. I can't think of the name of the company, but you got to join. It's going to be great. We're going to travel. And they're in action right away. They need absolutely no facts. They're ready to go. And these people are beyond awesome. for network marketing. They're just made for it. So the blue personality, you think, wow, this is great. Let me give you the downside. All the personalities have a little bit of downside. For instance, the yellow personality, the downside is they don't want to be pushy on people. They might take a little while to think about things. Blue personality, because they talk a lot, they never listen because they're always talking. So what we have to realize is the different personalities when we invite them. So here's our invitation to the blue personality. We're going to say this. And don't worry too much about the facts. Just say it fast with a lot of enthusiasm because they're not really listening anyway. So you might say to the blue, oh man, we have this meeting, it's going to be great. You're going to have this great business. We're going to get together every week. We're going to have lots of fun, meet brand new people. You got us joined. You're going to need a roommate. We're going to take the 747 to Las Vegas. We're going to have a big barrel of beer in the middle, and we're going to karaoke all the way. We're going to stay for 72 straight hours, and the blue personality is going, high five, we're on it. And that's it. They don't even need the meeting. So bottom right-hand corner, red personalities. The red personalities, these are people that like to be in charge. They like to be the boss. They like to be in control. These people are bottom line, get results. They're the world's greatest organizers. And they make the most money in network marketing. These are the great organizers. So they're very focused people. And bottom line, they're pretty much all about the money. Because money is how they measure how well they're doing. So red personalities would be the bosses, the managers. Politicians are red. They say, elect me, because if you elect me, I can tell you what to do. The red personalities are the ones, top-notch athletes, very focused to win the race and to work out all the time. They make the most money in network marketing because they're the ones that says, everybody bring 2 guests to the meeting. We have to do this. We're going to set our goals. That's how they think. So the red personalities, they're not great listeners either because they already have all the right answers. Why would they want to listen to my little opinion about things? But they have that direction that means I'm going to get there and there's no excuses. I'm not going to let things get me down. You don't need to motivate me. I'm on my way. So there's no need to give the red personalities advice. They're not listening. They know their own way of doing it. And they may not build their business the way that you build your business. They may say, I don't like your system. I'm going to have my own system. Or I do it this way. And you might be thinking, wow, I sure could give them some advice. I could, this may not be good. I have experience on this. It doesn't matter. All we do is step back and allow them to build a business their way. And sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you watch train wrecks happening. It's just the way it is. But every person here in this call would love to have a red personality leader on your team because you sign them up. They go to work. They don't bother you. They're doing it their own way. And they'll make you a lot of money because they're the bottom line people. So with the red personalities, they like recognition. They like winning the trophy. They like being number one. So here's my invitation to a red personality. I might say, we have a meeting tonight. Be there, we're talking money, big money, huge money, massive amounts of money. Not that little money from having a job, but the big money from having your own business. Here's your chance to fire the boss, be your own boss. Have your own organization, tell them what to do. Get the recognition you deserve. You can be number one in Texas. And what is that person thinking? You say, oh yeah, and I'm going to win the car, and I'm going to drive the car, and I'm going to go to the company parking lot and leave rubber marks where I used to work and roll down the window and say goodbye to losers. And in their mind, they're already achieving their goals. So the red personality is not going to like that invitation from the yellow. When you give a red person, oh, please come, we need your help. The red is thinking, no, why do these people exist? They're taking up valuable oxygen. We need to perform. We need to get things done. Now, obviously an exaggeration, but they get things done. Here's the last color. All the colors have good and bad points, except the last one is the green personality. Because I'm a green personality, it has no bad points. So here's the green personality. These are your engineers, your accountants, computer people, your scientists. These are the people that ask for unlimited facts and drive you crazy. These are the people that can't make up their mind. They're going to take a long time to ponder. We can't even start doing something until we have all the facts, know all the answers. So we're the ones that after you give us a 3-hour presentation, we say, thank you for your preliminary information. I'll get back to you in 3 weeks. And you say, what's wrong with these people? We just like to have all the facts first. So what happens to the green personalities, we probably don't start very quick. We probably don't win any awards because we're still studying. But we'll be with you for a long, long time. We just plod along, plod along, plod along. And we like to learn everything about the product, everything about the compensation plan. We're not really good people. We're not the ones out there hugging people. We'd be the anti-huggers. So we're going to hug a green. We're like, it's totally different. So think of Dr. Spock from Star Trek. That'd be a green personality. So to a green personality, since we're not really good people, we like computers, books, facts, here'd be the invitation to a green personality. You might say, please come to our meeting. Bring a notebook because we have lots of information. Well, I just need your opinion. We're going to sit in the back of the room where nobody's going to bother us. And in that case, the green personality say, well, it'd be safe to come. And I'll sit in the back room. Nobody's going to ask me to join or anything. I can take my data. And there you have it. Those are the 4 personalities. Now, before you judge any one of the 4, we all have a little bit of all the other colors in us. But usually one is the most dominant. In my case, I'm 100% green. But usually people say, oh, I'm blue with a little bit of yellow. And I said, really? And I said, yeah, well, actually, I think I'm blue with yellow ascending on the horizon. And I said, no, you're just yellow. But here's the point. Everybody we talk to, we should take a quick look how they see the world and then adjust our language to talk to them. So we can have one message and we see that message a certain way. All we're doing is taking that same message and adjusting how they look at it so they see it right away. Here's an example. Melanie is so yellow and I'm so green. So I go to Melanie and I said, here's the facts, here's the figures, here's the statistics, here's the research reports. And it was going to take a long time for Melanie to really put the pieces together and say, so really I could help people, right? So wouldn't it have been easier if I said, oh, Melanie's yellow. Why don't I just show her how these products can help people? And she'd go, yeah. And we'd get it right away. We'd have a great conversation. And it just cuts down the time. Now, when I started, I gave 90-minute presentations to everybody because I'm green. They didn't join because they weren't green. And I figured they just didn't have enough information, so I gave them an hour-and-a-half presentations. That didn't fix the problem. So lack of understanding of these colors can really cripple us. And I will say of all the 25 different skills, this is the one I would love everybody to learn first. And here's why. If you're a shy person like a green, once you learn this, we feel like we have a power, we have a understanding more than the people we talk to, we're going to be more comfortable. So when people have this, they say, oh man, this is great. I can go to the mall, watch people, and that little boy doing the moon dance or moonwalk or whatever. Oh yeah, this is going to be 18 years of torture for his parents. And you can just have fun all day long. So if everybody here has the colors, I want you to ask yourself, first of all, what color are you? Now, if you don't know, why? So, well, if I don't know, I'm not sure. So, well, if you don't know, just ask your friends. They'll tell you. No, yeah, they'll tell you what they'll tell you for sure, because a lot of people think, oh, no, I'm so yellow. And says, no, 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 you're so red. You're always telling me what to do. So if we all got that, think of the next person you're going to talk to. Before we say our first word, just observe. Say, what's going on here? When I meet somebody, maybe I could just ask what they like to do. What do they do for a living? And do that before I talk about the benefits of my program, so I can talk directly to how they see the world. So let's go to a party. And at this party, we meet somebody. And you ask them what do they do for a living. And they say, I'm a nuclear physicist working on the tensile strength of bridge girders. What color do you suppose that would be? Well, you're probably thinking the perfect color. Yeah, green. So if you just ask what they do for a living, that might give you a little hint right away. Now, it's not always true, because maybe Melanie's great in customer service. She's yellow, helps everybody. And because she's so good at that, they make her the manager. Now she has to fire people. Oh, now I have a red job, and this is terrible. And Melanie says, I want to quit the job and become a missionary in South America. And that's what happens. So the first thing we can do is ask what they do for a living. Second thing we could do is ask what they do in their free time. Now, free time is interesting because we get to choose that. We're not assigned a job. We don't have to take a job close to where we live. But what we do in our free time is pretty cool. So let's go through the colors. You ask somebody what they do in their free time, they say, I knit woolen ashtrays for homeless people. All right, we got a yellow. All right, what do you do in your free time? Woohoo, it's all free time. Got a blue. What do you do in your free time? I don't need any stinking free time. I'm busy working on my career. Okay, we got it. Get the red. And yeah, somebody, what do you do in your free time? Says, I read the internet. I've read it twice, beginning to end. I'm starting on my third time. That would be the green. Having these clues means we throw away our video, we throw away our presentation, we sell people before it even starts. So look at your piece of paper and you say, I still don't know what color I am. Well, why? Maybe you don't know what color you are because you are a yellow personality and you're saying, oh, would somebody please tell me what color I am? What color would you like me to be? Blue personalities, they won't even listen to this whole presentation. They're on Facebook, answering messages or watching TV. Red personality, I'm the best color. Red's the only color. We don't need those other three stinking other colors. And maybe a green personality says, well, I need a whole lot more information and more data before I determine what color I am. So as we're starting to understand how these colors work, we're going to see it in our daily lives and we're going to apply it. Now, later this week, we're coming out with a book called Why Are My Goals Not Working? And in the book, we explain two things. One, sometimes people pick goals based upon their upline, telling them what goals to choose, which is, as you can see, it's probably going to fail if they're different color personalities. So first of all, we show them how to choose goals within their color personality. And the second thing is we show them how to use their values. We show 14 values that they can choose from and how they can order them and apply it. And that way they pick a goal that has this. If the goal hasn't been working in the past, I don't know if anybody here ever set a goal that didn't achieve it. That's called New Year's goals. But what happens is maybe the goal didn't match their values and their colors. But when they match, here's what happens. Every day is a fun day. Every day we're motivated. It's not a torture or anything. It's just fun. So all we're using is a goal, as goals that many people might set, is setting it in just different ways so we can achieve them. So I'll give you an example. For a blue personality, setting a goal to earn so much money or having such a big downline may not be the thing. It may be their goal is to talk to people every day so they can go to the Las Vegas convention. But on the way, all these other things will be accomplished. What else can I tell you about color personalities? My granddaughter wrote a book on the color personalities, and it shows how to get kids to say yes. And parents use this all the time to manipulate their kids, because kids manipulate their parents. Now we have a fair chance. We have a little manual to get back at them. Using your personality, you'll also learn that maybe there's some limitations to what I've been doing. In other words, if I'm a green personality and I had to go out every day and talk to brand new people, not so good. And every day is torture. Or if I'm a red personality and I have to support this team and help people as they gradually learn and pulling my hair out, which I've done, here's the situation. It's not going to work. So let's just do a little thing when we go out and meet people. If you have that same pencil and paper, I'm going to ask you to write down number 1, 2, and 3. If you know anybody shy, and says, well, I've already talked to my warm market, I got to meet new people. How do I meet new people? Well, here's what we do. If we're a red personality leader, you're going to say, just go out and meet 10 people a day. And if you're not a red personality, you're thinking, how in the world would I do it? If I'm a yellow or a green, I don't want to run up and meet people on the street. When I'm a blue personality, I probably wasn't listening anyway. So how do we meet people? I'll show you the basis of science to meet new people. People are going to judge us on 3.5 things. When we meet new people, and this will be good because you're going to have to show your downline. They say, well, how do I meet new people? And we're going to say, well, just go talk to them. Well, that's pretty much useless. That's probably the worst information in the world. It's probably as bad as, well, here's the worst dieting information in the world. Eat less and exercise more. Totally doesn't work. We have millions of people that prove it. Now, technically it's correct, but it doesn't work. So when we say go meet people, just go talk to them, technically it's correct, but it just doesn't work. So we need to teach them how to meet people, the actual hardcore skills. And if you're on the call here tonight, you probably think, oh, yeah, skills. I got that. I need to learn the skills of this business. Maybe you were a dental assistant before, or maybe you were a pirate before, or an actor before, a truck driver. It doesn't matter. If we're going to do network marketing, of course, we're going to have to learn some new skills here. That's why we're on this call. That's why we go to conventions and trainings to learn how to do things. So the first skill we talked about tonight is the color personalities. Let's use that to meet people. 3 things. When you go to meet people, they're going to judge you because we're shallow people. We're going to prejudge people just right away, instant first impressions every time. And the reason we do that is we're programmed to do it in our minds. A few centuries ago, when you met somebody brand new, they might just want to kill you. So we're already programmed that we got to judge very quick if they're friend or foe, if it's going to go good or bad. So the first thing they look at is body language. So when you walk up to meet somebody, you're going to judge them, and they're going to judge you based upon your body language. Let's make this easy. Body language, you come up to somebody, punch them in the nose, they kind of read that body language as not so good. Women can do this. Apparently men don't have the gene for it. But apparently when you move your eyebrows up, that's a pretty good sign. Now, women can have an entire language with their eyebrows. Men, we're still working on the word part. But we notice certain things that make people look approachable or not. For instance, folding the arms. When somebody folds their arms, that could mean they're closed, but also could mean that they don't know where to put their arms because they're nervous. So you don't want to put too much weight on any one thing in body language, but tonight's not a class on body language, thank goodness, because I'm not very good at teaching it. But we do notice how people stand, if they're smiling or not. Would a smile be body language? Yeah. So if you meet somebody with a smile and they raise their eyebrow, that might be a pretty good sign. So the first thing they do is to look at us. So if you're a professional frowner, if you don't feel like smiling, this is going to have a bad, bad ending. Now, if you really study body language, say, well, if the pupils of their eyes, dilate, that's a good sign. That's also a sign you're standing way too close. You're probably making somebody nervous if you're close enough to see the dilation of the pupils of their eyes. Here's what's pretty cool. If we have the right intention, our body language will naturally kind of fall in place. If we're going to somebody with an agenda, I just want to sell you some magic pink powder. Guess what? They'll read that. If we go to them saying, man, I'd just like to meet you as a friend, they read that. So having the right intention, almost all of your body language will just naturally fall in place. It's like when somebody has an evil thought in their mind, no matter how much they hide it, we know in the back of our mind, we kind of pick up these little things saying, they don't have the right intention. Dogs know when we're going to take them to the vet. They just know. No matter we can smile, they know. So first thing is have the right intention, and presto, your body language is falling into place. Number two, the second thing they're going to judge us on is our tone of voice. Now, we can't change the sound of our voice, but the tone we can sort of change. Think of the word okay. You can say okay, or okay, or maybe I just told my wife, I'm leaving to go out to play golf and drink with my friends. I'm coming back at midnight. She might say, okay, which might be picking up a tone of voice here. So our tone of voice is going to also reflect our intentions. That's pretty natural. So if we get our intentions right in our mind, our body language, tone of voice will fall in place. So those are the first two things they judge us on. The last one will be the words we say. Now, I'm sure Melanie has shared with you words like, would it be okay if? And a few other phrases like this, which make all the difference in the world when we're meeting new people. So learning the words to say will affect the first impressions people have. The point 5 is sometimes when we meet somebody, they may know of us already. Maybe we've been referred. So what other people say of us. But usually we don't have that advantage. But if they said we're a good guy or a good lady or a bad person, that would come with the first impression. But it's these three things that we can control. We can control our body language, we can control our tone of voice, and we definitely can control the actual words we say. Now, add that with the color personalities. Oh, we can be lethal. We can be like awesome meeting people. So when we talk to a new person, they say, well, how do I meet people? We say, well, first of all, let's look at these three. Here's how to do it. We're going to give you some words to say. And they say, well, okay, I'll meet people. I'm going to be nervous. And I says, well, let's learn a few more things about people. People are self-centered and selfish. They don't care about us. So we're not the focus of their attention. So don't feel so self-conscious. They're not worried about us at all. They're worried about themselves. And they say, well, what if I mess up on one of the words? Well, it's probably not so good. But remember, we're such a small piece of existence to them. They probably weren't even listening anyway, especially if they're a blue personality or a red. They probably weren't even listening. But what do we know about these people? Well, we can influence them very quickly by doing one thing, getting them to talk. Because people like to talk about themselves more than anything else in the world. It's better than crack cocaine. So what we will do is say, when you go up to somebody, check their body language first. If it looks like they're having a bad day, that means today is not a good day to meet them. Or you need a little bit higher level of skill so you can change that by making them happy. So let's go to a party, just for an example. If you go to a party and you want to meet somebody, all right, or it could be a self-improvement event or just anywhere, but let's say it's a party, where would you go? Well, if you're shy, say, well, people like people who have something in common with, I'll look for the shy people. Now, where are we going to find them? We're going to find them against the wall, trying to blend in with the wallpaper. They're going to be there alone, pretending to look at their cell phone because they feel self-conscious that nobody wants to talk to them. They're going to be the happiest person in the world if we go and talk to them. So all we have to do is go up, get our body language okay, right? Tone of voice okay. Let's pick some words. So let's pick some safe words. And the words will be a question because that will force them to answer, which means they talk about themselves. Now, we could ask different type of questions. We could ask invasive questions, such as how much money is in your bank account. But we might want to ask safer questions like, where's the toilets? Something that doesn't sound so invasive. Or, here's a common thing at a party. You could probably use the word hi. And most people are not offended by that. You haven't attacked them or anything. And you could ask them for their name, but it might be even better, more professional if we tell them our name first. Because, okay, it must be safe. So I might say, hi, my name's Tom. What's your name? That's my first question. And they're thinking, all right, let me get my notes here. They might say, my name is Melanie. And already we've met some person, we're in a conversation. We have something in common already, we're shy people. Presto. Maybe we pick up to this person as a green personality or a yellow personality, or we don't know. That's the fun of the business. So that's how we can use the color personalities to set some goals that's more appropriate to us, how we can use it to meet people, how we can do it to understand people, how we can actually use it to manipulate people because children do it all the time. That's a little fun place to start. So as homework, maybe everybody here could actually try to meet one new person. Now, if you meet one new person, let's make this a goal. Tomorrow, meet one new person. Now, if you're a yellow personality, you're going to say, oh, it's my chance to help somebody, change their life, make them happier. That'll be an easy goal. Blue personality, woohoo, I love meeting new people. The red personalities here in the call are going to say, I'm going to meet my new person first. I'm going to be the best at it. I'll be number one. And the green personality, you'll do it just in the name of research. And you say, all right, I can do it for research. Now, if you're a green personality, I give you permission to stand back and just pretend you meet them and just stare from far away if you like. But applying these colors to our business, meeting people, which is one of the things we have to do. And you say, well, what do I say? Maybe you can start with the word hi, and then start with a question, try in a non-invasive question, and watch what happens that even green people like me can meet people easily. I'll give you one example of phrases. I am just curious is a great phrase to use in the beginning because it's non-invasive. So I might say, hi, my name is Tom. What's yours? Melanie. I'm Melanie. I'm just curious. How did you hear about this party? And already, conversation, they're talking about themselves. They love us to death because people love listeners. We're rocking and rolling. So for everybody here, how about just trying to meet one new person tomorrow? And if you talk to them with the sole purpose of trying to find out what color personality they are, your body language will be good. Your tone of voice will be good. You will rock. And trust me, they talk long enough, they're going to have a problem that you can fix. So I'll turn it back to Melanie. And if any of you would like to have a copy of the new book on goals, it'll come out, I think, later on this week. And Melanie, if you want, I can send you I think it'll be available for 99 cents for 24 hours when Amazon puts it up. I can send you the link if anybody wants to blow 99 cents on the book. How's that? So back to you, Melanie.
Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. I took so many notes. You probably saw my head down, scribbling away. Always learn something new every time I get to hear you. There's so much great information, even reading your books and everything. So thank you so much for your time tonight. Do you have time for a couple questions, Big Al?
If they're easy questions,
Is
and
there
they're about
easy? Okay. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but I thought we'd maybe open it up for just a couple minutes, you guys. Does anyone have any questions for Big Al tonight?
Okay, we're done. All right.
Oh yeah, and you can unmute yourself. I have everybody muted right now, but you can go ahead and unmute yourself if you want to ask any questions. Thank you so much. Everybody's gonna be shy, huh? Okay, everybody's just saying great information. Yay! Okay, awesome. I guess everybody just took notes and everybody's good. So thank you, Big Al. I did have one question for you. I'm gonna ask one. Let me go ahead and mute everybody again. Really quick. It's really loud now. Oh. Okay. I was just going to ask you really quick, Big Al, in your experience as far as coaching, so as a leader, if you have one person on your team, you're a leader in this business. So, sometimes I will say, like, I'm a yellow red, but sometimes, I would love tips of how to coach. How does a yellow personality coach a red?
You're kidding, really? Really?
Right? It's tough. But I mean, say they're new in the business, right? And they really need you to guide them, and they're.
Yeah, they really need you to guide them, but they don't want you to guide them. So just leave that one alone.
Okay.
I'll give you the best coaching tip I've ever learned in 46 years of network marketing. So for all of us, we have to coach people, and 2 words. That's all you need to know. They have a problem. That's why you have to coach. You have to ask yourself, do they have this problem because they can't do it? Can't, C-A-N apostrophe T. Or they have this problem because they won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's they can't do, that means you have to coach them on the skill.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a won't do it, now you're back to personal development.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get their head right. And what goes horribly wrong in coaching is I'm a green personality and you're a different personality or the same, doesn't matter. And you say, go out and meet people, and I don't do it. And you have to ask, is it because I won't do it because I have mental hangups, or is it because I don't have the skill of meeting people?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to find that out in coaching. And you find out that, well, because I'm a green personality and I'm shy, I just won't do it. You're going to say, all right, my coaching is I have to change your mindset about how this all works.
Mm-hmm.
Or I said, well, I would love to do it, but I went out and I said, hi, do you want to be a distributor? And he said, well, because the skill of it and what to say, he has no idea how to communicate with people.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you see a problem, you have to ask yourself, which path do I have to go down?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it because they can't? And if they can't, we got to give them the skills of how to pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
So I put in the chat box here. Here's a link where you can download 2 audios on how to meet and recruit people. So you can listen to that for free.
Oh, awesome.
Anybody's budget. So just go to bigalbooks.com free. You'll see it's just free. Download these 2 audios. So back to the red personality. When you coach them, they probably, I don't know, is it a won't or can't?
Yeah, it's good.
But it might also think on this coaching thing, they probably won't listen to us. It's a yellow.
Yeah.
So we have a problem. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. Red personalities do not take coaching and advice well until they have their head ready for it. And you have to stand back and watch the train wreck until they finally say, I might want to have some better skills on this one.
Okay. That is such good advice. I love that. Thank you so much. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, I think we're good. So thank you so much for your time, Big Al. And I'd love the link for your new book. I can't wait to read it. And you guys, he's 12 hours different. So he's in Thailand. I forgot to mention that. So we're sitting here like 9:15 at night and he's 9:15 in the morning. So easy. So it's very easy to be able to coordinate these calls because we're literally 12 hours apart. So anyway, thank you, Big Al. I hope you have a blessed day. We're all heading to bed soon. So thank you for your time.
Well, the Blues are already made their first meeting the new person already.
They totally have. Yeah. And the Reds are like going to meet 2 instead of 1 because they're going to beat everybody. Right?
That's right.
That's right. All right. Have a good night. Thank you so
everybody.
much. Okay. Bye-bye.